Hello there, everybody. Are you all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. And we've got another area with a bunch of those really obnoxious jerks that we are going to be fighting. These freaking ice warriors that seem designed to be able... all of the hollows, and maybe to some extent all of the enemies in all of these games are like the arachnid warriors from Starship Troopers. Remember that? I mentioned this before in Brightstone Cove, Seldora. They are designed to be able to hit you, even missing a limb, they're still 43% combat effective. They're designed to hurt you after you've killed them, it seems. They always can get a shot off on you, no matter what you do or what you try or what build you're going for. They can get that shot off on you, no matter what you're trying. And that's kind of annoying. I should also mention during the boss of this area, you're probably going to need to bring some repair powder. Because, which is a fucking travesty, really, that I would have to do that, but, you can. Getting more and more upset with the one-handed R2 of this weapon. It really feels like crap. Although, the two-handed R2 is amazing, so maybe they compensate for one another. I'm fighting a lot with this weapon one-handed, whereas really I think I meant it's better two-handed. This area, again, is significantly more complicated when the little not fire guys, the little ice guys over there, those ice mages, are running around alive and free. And there's yet another one of these pricks coming at me. Why in the world do they change which button it is to fire the bow? No idea on that. That's... Ooh, I actually hit him. I was kind of impressed with myself. Those guys will not aggro, by the way. I guess you can kill them for experience. I don't know if they're worth enough experience to bother. But they will be trying to kill you. Oh, they drop Wilted Dusker because they must be mages of some kind. And I believe this is yet another trap. There's that guy firing at you, but there's another guy just to the right of the stairs that you can't quite see because of the fog. So we're not going to fight both of them at the same time. That's essentially death in Dark Souls 2. Speaking, though, about Dark Souls 1, to change the topic slightly, they did ganks right in that game, because I was going through the catacombs and other areas, and, I was attacked by multiple enemies at once, but you know what? They were little skeleton dudes. They weren't, they weren't really a challenge to fight. It was, and, they had to group together in order to survive. It made sense. I could see why they were doing it. I'm glad I can knock these guys aside like this. That is something. There's a very peculiar ring that I have to confess, despite my claim of expertise about this game, that I have never worn. And I think it might be the only ring in the game that I've actually never worn because of, well, it's just so peculiar. The Ring of the Embedded. Remember that guy? That we stuck the key into his face? Remember that? Yeah, I got no idea what this ring exactly does, and I've read the description many times, but it's so peculiar that I don't know exactly what it means. Gain surprises, receive various benefits, but take increased damage. And I've not actually looked on the wiki what exactly this thing is. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that Dark Dance is a hex that is sort of like Fire Dance that we had in another section. Large mass of dark. Hex are expression of human depravity. Okay. Bloody expensive. Maybe it took them a long time to get up there. Look at the bloodstains. Look at the bones everywhere. I kind of like the idea, it seems, in Bloodborne that they're going to have those weird little skeleton hand thingies sticking out from there. Stay calm, praise the sun. Okay. And we're going to encounter the next enemy in this area up here. Aside from those hollows, there was also a giant armored figure. So yeah, I know they were really pushing pushing that boat out on this one, because they were really just going off the edge to the crazy land. A regular armored enemy and a giant armored enemy? What? These are the, I think, rampart golems, are they called? And they're sort of ice golems, and they have lances, and you can actually get that lance. It's a weapon. I don't think it looks nearly as good as the Grand Lance, but, you know, to each his own. You can also get their entire armor set, but I believe you do have to farm it from them. So, and I tried that on another character recently, and it did not go well. Of course, as I say that, I get the fucking hat. The hat that I spent fucking hours... Now, calm down. Not during the recording. We're not doing that during the recording. I'm just gonna be calm and mention that it spent freaking... I think I got the helm early on, too, but it took forever to get everything. And I don't even like it. It looks sort of weird. It looks like you have anime hair and it was frozen that way. I don't know if I guess they were designed to be made out of ice or something. Let me read the description and see if it's illuminating. Helm of the Rampart Golems granted life by the Ivory King. The golems were charged with the containment of the creatures of chaos within the boundaries of the wall. When the doors of Aleum Lois were flung open, the place turned frigid and lifeless, but the golems remained dutifully on guard. Was the place not an icy waste before this? Because even the land around it we saw was covered in ice, but the land around the Iron King one was presumably not a volcanic mess before the Ivory King did whatever he did, so maybe it was just a normal temperate zone before that, who knows. To our right, if you can see him, I don't think we're going to bother shooting him with arrows. There is a guy who will spam us with those spells, but we don't have to worry about him right now. You can take him out here with range, but yeah, you don't have to bother with that. Let's go and open this door here. It's just a problem if you come out to fight this guy, and you suddenly notice, even though you're engaging him here, that guy's attacking you there. To our immediate left is an area that we have no interest in going to yet. There's a rampart golem and a bunch of those hollows. There is a bonfire immediately behind the door he's in front of. However, we need a key to get in there. If you're going to farm the rampart golem stuff, that is the place to do it, because there's a bonfire literally 2 steps behind him, and you can just come out and kill him again and again and again. Although I don't promise you're going to get your stuff, because it's going to take friggin' forever. Now let us pop over here. I'm trying to remember if we can get their shield, and I'm thinking, oh no, we got impaled. I hate attacks that go through shields. For God's sakes. Just make the game around the shield, for heaven's sake. Oh, I forgot that, too. Their attack with the, as you just saw, they can attack and seem like they miss you, but in fact they haven't missed you at all. They're just attacking in front of you with their lance, and what they're trying to do is spam that little ice thing out at you. Thank the Lord I got a backstab. And he's dead. Good. So those guys can actually be fairly challenging, but only because of that stupid crap that goes through the shield. I hate that, when an attack just mysteriously passes through the fucking shield. Unless your weapon is somehow made of, like, ghostly material, there's no fucking way it would do that. Alright? In this next area, do not even bother going right at all. I hope these guys do not engage us, but in front of that ballista, and I believe the one in front of it, but I'm not quite sure where these guys are yet. There are invisible invader enemies, sort of invisible red phantoms, and we need to go erase all of this icy mess in order to get them. And they will... I stood in front of one of these ballistas and they fired at it and killed me immediately, of course. Because, you know, what else are they going to do, right? And this is covered in ice. There are a bunch of chests. There was a door in that room where that guy... just past the gate that we opened up, there was a door to our right, just before the second golem. And inside that door were a bunch of chests, but they were all coated in ice. Just like this chest is in here, so there's no point in going in there just yet. There's really nothing we can do in there. Now let's go kill, I believe, another spear guy, I think. I think it's a spear guy. Yeah. Of course it would be a fucking spear user. You know my, I have some fairly harsh views about these spear users. Although when I use a spear, it's perfectly acceptable. You know, I'm just maximizing my, my playstyle. I have to do it, right? And just pull this up here, and we can now go through that door way back in the second and the first episode in this area. We found a bunch of coffins, and they have now been lifted, and we can go in there and get some very unique armor that I love, and is essentially the best looking armor for any mage character ever. Oh, good. You're not using your little cheat attack. I'm happy about that. Oh, I'm glad these guys can be backstabbed so simply. Now, there is another one of those, I think a spear guy down there, but we're not going there yet. This was something, I've bitched about this game a lot, but this is something that genuinely impressed me when I first came in here. I did not go through this door right away. I went over here to this wall, and if you look closely, yeah, that's unique, isn't it? There it says climb up. What is that all about? Well, yeah, you can actually do this and climb up. There's an invisible ladder here. And I think it's really, really cool that you could find this so early. And without having to remove the invisibility. It was a really cool moment. It made me feel that I was playing a super cool game. And I just loved it. And let's open this up here. And there's a miracle in here, and I don't believe it's any good. It's kind of shit. Splintering lightning spear. Don't bother with it. It's too bad that this room actually leads to something that is garbage. If it was leading to something cool, it would be, you know, awesome. You know, everything would work. And if you want to go in there with like 4 or 5 dogs down there, you should kill them with arrows up here before actually going in. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a fustercluck. But we're not going in there because I believe there's a frozen chest in there, and you know, we can't access it yet. And anyway, it's not relevant to go in there at all anyway. We're just going to go in there for completionism's sake. There's nothing of interest in there. It's just maybe some, I don't know, life gems or something. Who knows? This guy, I believe you could just ignore because we're going, again, those magnificent designers of Dark Souls 2, we're going into an area where there is a drop and we cannot go down in here. Yeah, we can't go back up. Yeah, for some goddamn reason. I was playing Dark Souls 1, and I was going all the way back from the beginning to other areas, just circling around endlessly, seamlessly, and it was absolutely beautiful. But in this area...
Turn away, and never look back. No one must ever find that which is sheltered in the layer of noise.
Come over here and get what we came for, which is, there we go, the Eye of the Priestess. That's kind of neat that you have to go to the head area in order to pick it up. And wait a minute. No, I guess I thought it had kind of like horns on it, but it's a normal skeleton, I guess. And the Eye of the Priestess will allow us to see the boss of this area, Aava. And even though he is invisible. And does this only appear... Oh, no. There is a red phantom down there, and he is here in regular game and New Game Plus. I thought it might have just been New Game Plus, but he actually has one of those Drake Keeper hammers. I'm going to introduce him to the Drake Keeper Ultra Greatsword and see if he knows this. If you want to, there is a bonfire pretty close to here. Ooh, he's not a red phantom, is he? Okay. So I think you can probably just run past him. I'm trying to kind of knock him over the edge, but you used to be able to do that with a lot more weapons, especially on that bridge over the Iron Keep at the very beginning. But I think they changed something about that where they made it harder to knock someone up and over the edge of a wall and into an abyss. There is a red phantom giant golem guy over here in New Game Plus, but fortunately he ain't here now. And we have an Alluring Skull, Skeptic Spice, It's a fog? Well, it is. It's a fog wall. And the bonfire is right over here. We're not going to be continuing on to this little area yet, because we really, really need to defeat the boss of the area before we want to bother with that. If there's, I guess you could go in there for some things, but it's not really important. I can't even think of anything that you could get that's important. They're all trapped in those frozen chests that you need to defeat the boss to get. The boss which we're going to try to fight, and there may be some cutting going on here, because this boss is not exactly easy. His boss is not exactly simple. Is named Aava. No, not Appa. It's not Appa from The Last Airbender. That's different. Aava is a gigantic kitty cat. He's a gigantic tiger or lion. I think it's a tiger, but it's sort of white, like a Siberian tiger. So just pretend that you are Siegfried and Roy or something fighting this guy. And he is actually fairly tough. Fighting him without a great shield may prove a bit difficult. Although, in many ways, you really just need to jump through his attacks, not really... should I bring a tower shield? I'm going to try it without a tower shield. I think it's much better just to roll through the attacks. But deflecting his attacks with a regular shield sounds kind of difficult. I don't know if this summon sign was just invisible and we could go up to it if we knew the exact point and get it and touch the summon sign without that special eye, or if it doesn't show up without the eye, but I usually like to bring along Masterless Glencoe. That's the guy who was actually outside of the Tower of Hyde. And you can see he's wearing the Hyde chainmail there. And he will gesture to us, which is kind of neat. This boss, again, there may be a bunch of cuts with this one as I, if you remember that scene in Mortal Kombat, the movie, where Goro kills like 50 guys and they just like jump cut through 30 of them getting killed at once. That might happen in here, but we'll see. Don't summon her. This is Steelheart Ellie again. They're just pushing Steelheart Ellie so hard, and it's just, it's a troll. It's a troll move. This boss here, there's really a heavy emphasis on you leaping through his attacks. Trying to simply tank them does not feel like it is very useful.
This dead city has nothing to offer. Go back. Do not seek the old chaos, nor its twisted flame.
That just seems so cruel to bother trying that. Here he is, Aava. Now let's go. Let's go, Glencore. Sometimes Glencore gets dicking around at the front and doesn't come and fight him. Come on. Come on, Aava. Damn it. I'm going to mention now that the troll boss of this area is actually two Aavas that you have to fight at the same time. This guy also has spells. Very difficult spells. That attack there, if I tried to block it, I think he just would have eaten me. I think it's better to not do what I'm doing here. Hold on a minute. Yeah, he has an area of effect attack. I think it is better in almost every case to try to roll into his attacks, not away. His most dangerous attack, however, is where he fires a mass of soul spears at you. And that attack can be very challenging. That jump attack there, I really suggest rolling through it. Trying to block it, I don't know about that. And there are two of them here. Oh, there was just one. Okay. I thought there was going to be two. Yeah, he is a tiger now that I see it. I guess he's like a Siberian tiger. So you are Siegfried. Hello, Siegfried. Hello, Roy. Hello, Siegfried. This might be the magic attack. He's going to get distance. Oh, no, it isn't. That magic attack is very dangerous. Come on, is this it? Yes, it is. And if you start left and start walking right, you can sort of roll through it as it goes. Fortunately, Masterless was there to tank that hit for us. Did not have the iframes to pull that leap off. A little disappointed at that. But it is possible to avoid that attack It's just kind of difficult. And again, you really should focus more on avoiding it rather than tanking it. Maybe he will attack us this time. Start left and then move right. Oh no, he's attacking Glencore there. Glencore's eaten a lot of damage. He's almost dead. It's very difficult for me to see the... I think I should stay on his right side, now that I think about it, as he does those swings. Like, right there. Yeah. I didn't have the stamina to pull that off. Glencore is going to be going down too, and this is a very different fight after that. Oh, shit. We're not in the right position to do this. See? That's not what I wanted to do. Fuck. Boy. I'm glad I was able to drink that quickly. Bullcrap. Pretty sure I had my shield up on that one. Oh my god. Glencore! Fuck. I did not do a very good job at this fight. Come on. Got lucky there. Although I wouldn't be staggered if I was using a Great Shield. Fucking hell. God damn it. Usually gives me so much more time to prepare for that. You know, like he's miles away. It's... having to do it when he's right close up like that is just really agony. And I'm using up almost all my flasks. This is a rare time when I really feel like I would need to have 20 flasks of Estus. I do have some life gems, but I don't know if that's going to be able to do it. Without that double flask, it's a little challenging. Now let's see if I can actually do this. Fucking hell! Ugh! God damn it! Just rolling way too late there. Jesus Christ. I found it so simple when I first came in here. But that was on a very different character a long time ago. And I was much more practiced with the game now that I... You see, I like to switch back and forth between Demon Dark and Dark Souls 2. But that just seems like a bad idea, because you have to be so familiar with how one is played compared to the other. That's what I meant for you to do those other times. It is possible to do that with everyone. I have done that before. It's just, I'm really out of practice. And just learning. That's the most dangerous attack he does. Oh, I thought he was going to do an explosion attack. Yeah, I was jumping way too late originally. Cannot imagine fighting this boss invisibly. How do people do that? But then again, some people look at me playing Dark Souls and go, how the heck do people even play that game? Fuck. Ugh. Wish I had some poise. I was poisoned through cow meat on another character in this game, and I was like, fucking hell, are you kidding me? Come on. This kitty cat is doing this to me? I wonder if this is how tigers actually attack their prey. I doubt they would have gone to that detail for DS2, you know, B-Team and everything. Ah, fucking hell. Oh, fuck. I actually restored a fair amount of my... Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Aava. Got lucky there. seem to be in these situations where I'm fast enough. I know I'm fast enough to get a hit off, but not enough to use my my life gems. Fucking hell. He's right in front of you, boy. Fuck! Damn it! Thank God he backs up and gives you some space. I actually kind of like the music I'm hearing in this. It sounds kind of cool. Not exactly the Great Grey Wolf Sif music, but hey, it's not bad. Especially for DS2. Come on, you little prick. I should have repaired my weapon there. Fuck. Oh, he was kind of stuck on that statue there for a second. Once again, just mastering the timing is a big part of this fight. Oh, Lord. Fuck you, Aava. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, fuck you. Twice in a row. Bull crap. You little prick. God damn it, Aava. I'm never going to be able to watch Airbender again. Even though it's not the same damn thing, as I said many times. Oh, dear God. Fucking hell. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Oh, my Lord. That attack took for fucking ever. Oh, jeez. What do we got here? It's a 13 out of 70. I would have taken me a little bit more time to get that, but I would have gotten it. Alright, so we're just going to come up here and talk to the NPC of this area, the only one of the DLCs that has an NPC, and then we are going to call it an episode. She is the final queen of dark that we are going to discover. Let us just light this bonfire here. Who are you? Magic user, apparently. Some sort of... I can't quite see the head. Is the head knocked off? Is that what it is? Or is it covered in like a robe or some kind of headgear? Interesting. And let's painstakingly open up this door, because it takes a long time to open up anything, especially chests. Flaming Buddha, that's not who I'm looking for. One of the NPCs you can summon for the second boss fight is actually, it's actually a guy with that bell on his head. He is literally a bell end.
To think Aava could be bested. Who are you? This land is barren, cursed by the old chaos. It gave birth to atrocities, and the people fled in fear. Until our Lord, the Ivory King, came. My dear Lord, a most true king. It was with his magnificent soul that he built a Leam Lois and contained the spread of chaos. But the chaos would not be sated, and the king gave his own soul. Inevitably, the king was drained of vigor and plunged into the chaos's heart. The Leam Lois was frozen in time, its leader lost. I remain here to contain the chaos, honoring my lord's wishes. Perhaps one day he will return. There is nothing here save that accursed flame. I have but one wish. That my dear lord might be freed from that unspeakable chaos. I haven't the strength to help him myself, but perhaps one such as you. Though I am yet to know your name, stranger, will you lend me your strength? Kind visitor, I thank you. Let me open the path to chaos. And please, do all you can. Many of Leam Lois's faithful knights followed their lord into the chaos. But not one of them returned. The king's dutiful subjects waited patiently for his homecoming. But it was too long a wait to bear. The knights of Leam Lois await a new leader. One who will guide them into chaos. Many of Leam Lois's...
Awful that was when it said, the winds are ceased. I mean, did you see that? The winds are ceased. It seemed kind of shitty there, didn't it? That, I mean, you know, he put C-E-A-S and then E-D at the bottom. That seems kind of crummy, to be honest. Well, you see an invasion sign there. This area is pretty popular for dueling, because it's, you know, it's so open. It's pretty cool there. But I'll call it an episode here and talk more about what she said in the next one, what our mission now will be in the next one. But just know for now that the winds of Leam Lois are ceased. Even though that fight took a long time against Aava, I think it went well, and I'm glad I was able to do it in one, although it was not very elegantly. But until then, now that the winds of Leam Lois are ceased, I will praise the sun and see you in the next episode.